One of the biggest shock of people who get married is this discovery that marriage is not the cure to loneliness.
So
Hi now, don't say hi.
I must not say hi every time. Must I say hi every time? Okay,
okay.
hi. 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 I just want to jump into the topic. Like, does being in a relationship cure loneliness?
No, it doesn't. It
Okay.
exposes loneliness.
Ah.
Yeah,
It exposes loneliness.
exactly.
Wow, that's interesting. That's profound. That's actually opposite to what people think. Because people get into a relationship because they feel, oh, I'm lonely. I mean, they feel lonely. But now you're saying it exposes loneliness.
Yeah. People think that getting married will solve the loneliness problem. So you think once I get married or once I get into a relationship, I'll no longer be lonely. No, no. Because you can be in the same house with somebody and still be lonely. Yeah, you can be in the same house with someone and still have no connection and still have no time for each other
Yeah.
and still have no proper communication and still not have that kind of companionship
Companionship.
and maybe not even the same interest. So you see, all these things will show. It will show it instead of you now finding fulfillment or something to solve that void or that emptiness.
That emptiness.
It begins to expose it. It shows that no, yeah. So it doesn't solve it.
Yeah, that's interesting because sometimes some relationship gets so toxic. People hang on to their partners as if they are the oxygen they breathe. Like with if I don't breathe in this aura of your presence or something, I'm going to die. Whereas it's just a manifestation of how empty they are themselves.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
it's I mean, in essence, you have to enjoy your own company.
Good.
Enjoy your own enjoy being with yourself.
Yeah.
Enjoy being by yourself.
Yeah.
Be able to survive by yourself. I think
Yeah.
that's one of the things people can learn to do as singles. Is it even a because some people cannot, once a relationship breaks, they are looking for the next one to enter just because they don't like to be by themselves. I just remember what you said on another episode that some people will not even marry themselves. So if you don't like to be alone by yourself, why do you think somebody else, will be in the relationship with you and enjoy, that being
you're
together?
making so much point. I think one of the problem with people, one of the mistake people make is to think that all they need is just someone to love me,
somebody to love,
someone to be there, someone to cuddle me, someone to this. Yeah, good. But the point is, no one will be able to really be that person you need.
And even when you're married, you're not even going to be with this person 24 hours of the day. You're not going to, it's not even healthy. Like you're still a breathing, living organism. You were born single. So I guess
and I think it happens when marriage becomes your goal. This whole loneliness thing, it becomes very obsessive. So it happens to people when they are forgotten the need why they're the purpose for their being alive. So if you forget your the
purpose,
intention why God created you in the first place, you most likely fall into that category of people who want someone to feel the loneliness, someone to
feel that void.
And when you see your spouse leaving the home, you think, and when he doesn't come back on time,
or when she,
because
men too can be lonely, Abi.
Obviously.
Actually, it's even men that started. Okay, what did God say? Adam was lonely, or was he alone? What did God say?
No, Adam was not lonely.
He was alone, but
Adam
he was not lonely.
Yeah, exactly. So, and that is one thing that there's a difference between being lonely and alone.
Yeah.
God's design is for you to be alone and not to be lonely.
Yes, I get your point.
So alone, fulfilling and doing what God
As
created you
designed
to
you to
do.
do. Yeah,
And
yeah.
that was the state where Adam was. He was alone, not lonely, doing
Busy. He was
exactly,
alone. Yeah,
yeah,
getting to purpose, and then in the place of his, doing the work that God had called him to do was when God now said, "Oh, it's not good for him to be alone. Not because he
exactly,
was lonely, but
yeah,
because he needed a help mate,
yeah,
probably because of that assignment that was given to him."
yeah. You
So
see that even from Genesis,
yeah.
I don't know how Adam would have been able to procreate. I don't know how he would have been able to have offsprings. I don't know how the first Adam looked like before Eve came into
His
being.
life
Yeah, but if
was
we
not handsome. I'm sure it was handsome. He was made in the image of God. I'm just,
yeah,
yeah,
so but the bottom line I'm trying to drive at is to answer your question.
yeah,
Marriage does not solve the loneliness issue.
yeah.
No,
And
if
being in a relation, dating doesn't solve it either.
one of
Like
the biggest shock of people who get married is to discover is this
discovery.
discovery that marriage is no, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not the cure to loneliness. The first cure to your loneliness, your loneliness question is to find
Purpose.
purpose.
Yeah.
Why are you here? Why were you born? And where are you going to? And the Bible rightly tells us that it is in
In
Christ
Christ
we
that we
know
find
who
out
we
who we
are
are and what we are living for.
and what we are living
Yeah,
for.
that's a beautiful.
And once you have that relationship with Christ, marriage does not become the purpose. It doesn't become the goal. No, it doesn't become the goal.
Yeah, it
Marriage,
becomes like a tool or something.
exactly,
For it equips
yeah,
you to fulfill.
exactly. So for example, in Genesis, God calls Eve the helpmeet. So you don't have what you are doing first.
God
So
called Eve the helpmate.
yeah,
You used to tell me that you were my helpmate every time you wanted to collect my meat. But it was Eve, it's not Adam. Now you see, now your revelation have brought you
yeah,
out. Okay. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
But what I'm trying to drive at is
Yes.
this. So whoever you get married to should help you in the assignment God gave to you. Should
Yeah.
be of help to you
Yeah.
in the fulfillment of purpose, the fulfillment of not just goals or what you want to achieve. Yes, obviously the person should assist you and be of help to you in the fulfillment of any goals you set you want to achieve, any field or industry you are in. The person should be of assistance to you. But all I'm trying to say in essence is there is something much more than just being an engineer. There is something much more than being
Yeah, a doctor,
a
a
doctor
tailor, or
or
yeah,
a media person.
yeah.
And that thing is called purpose. And finding purpose first solves the loneliness problem. It gives you a sense of satisfaction that nothing else can give to you.
Yeah, I agree. And
Yeah.
that sense of satisfaction, you can't get it from relationship with another human being.
No.
They say it's a God-shaped hole that only God can fit in and fill. Nothing else you try to fit into that will complete it. Marriage does not complete people.
Yeah.
You are complete in Him.
So if for example you are expecting your spouse to solve your loneliness problem, what happens when your spouse is lonely? So two lonely people in the same house, who will be the companion to who? So
Yeah.
it's a very terrible position. It's a very terrible place to be, thinking that
Yeah.
all you need is another human being. No,
To complete
there is
you.
no human being that has that capacity to solve your need,
Yeah.
your loneliness
Problem.
Yeah,
Challenge.
yeah,
Yeah. And I just thought about it how when you are busy doing something, you don't notice that time goes by.
Exactly.
You don't. But when you're sitting and watching the clock tick tock, it takes like forever. Maybe I think there was a time to when I used to just be upset that why would you just go and pray for such long hours? Like, I was got married. I would just be angry, like, I was angry with God though, because but I'll just be like, what is it? Like, and after a while, it really dawned on me that it was because I wasn't doing anything. I was just sitting down and, But the moment I got busy with what I was, called to do.
So you used to be jobless.
No, I was in love.
Yeah,
I was in love. Now I've grown.
yeah.
I fell in love, but now I'm walking in love.
Then that is also I think a wonderful point you just made now for us to tie up this
Yeah.
particular episode. That means you don't use because you think you are lonely to tie down your spouse. So trying to get them to be around
All the time,
all the
yeah.
time, that whole pressure can become a problem.
suffocating,
It can
yeah.
become suffocating.
Yeah.
It begins to hinder the other person from
Achieving
achieving goals.
progress.
Yes, I know there could be an extreme. There are some partners who are always on the
the
go.
move.
Yeah, they want to achieve this, do
Goal-oriented.
this. I think that is also not healthy.
Healthy, yeah.
There should be that need or that
Balance.
that
yeah.
balance. Yeah.
Even Adam and Eve were not always together. If not, how come the serpent was talking to Adam's wife and he did not say anything? They were not together, so Adam was busy at his work and Eve was, I don't know what she was doing. So marriage does not solve loneliness. Relationship does not solve loneliness. Nobody's going to complete you, but you're completing him. So
Thank you.